Wait, don't scroll. Something is shifting around you right now, and you can feel it, even if you can't explain it. If this found you tonight, it's because you're closer to a major blessing than you think. Do you ever sense that something in the atmosphere around you is changing, almost like life is rearranging itself in the background? That feeling isn't random. It's a sign that November's cosmic energy is opening a door you were never meant to miss. Tonight, your spirit is more alert than usual. Your thoughts feel sharper, certain emotions hit stronger, and your intuition keeps nudging you as if it knows something your mind hasn't caught up to yet. When a hidden blessing is near, your entire world starts shifting in small but powerful ways, and most people never notice the signs. But you're noticing them. And there's a reason for that. Stay with me, because what's happening tonight has the potential to change your path faster than you expect. And once you understand these 5 signs, everything you've been questioning lately will finally start to make sense. One of the strongest signs that your hidden blessing is near is the sudden clarity that comes out of nowhere. It's not the kind of clarity you sit down and plan for. It arrives quietly, almost unexpectedly, and it changes the way you see everything. You may notice that decisions you struggled with for months now feel simpler. Thoughts that were tangled suddenly make sense. Even the noise in your mind begins to settle, giving you a cleaner, calmer awareness. This kind of clarity is a spiritual signal. It shows up when something big is aligning in your favor. It's as if life is clearing your inner vision so you won't miss the opportunity that's approaching. For example, you might wake up one morning and realize exactly what you want to let go of, who you need to distance yourself from, or which direction finally feels right. These insights appear naturally, not forced, not pressured, just real and honest. You may even catch yourself saying, "Why didn't I see this before?" That's because you weren't meant to. Timing matters. When a blessing is close, your mind becomes sharper so you can recognize what belongs to your next chapter. This clarity is your confirmation that the path ahead is opening for you. Another strong sign that your blessing is close is the emotional waves you've been feeling lately. These shifts can come out of nowhere. One moment you feel hopeful, and the next you feel unusually sensitive or reflective. It's not chaos. It's your inner system adjusting to a new level of alignment. When something important is approaching, your emotions begin clearing out anything that could block it. Old frustrations rise so you can release them. Hidden fears surface so you can face them. Even small things that wouldn't normally bother you may suddenly feel heavier. This isn't a setback, it's a cleansing. Think of it like your spirit reorganizing itself before a major upgrade. You may also notice moments of calm appearing right after an emotional dip. That contrast is a sign that your energy is stabilizing. It's the universe showing you what no longer fits and what is finally falling into place. These emotional waves aren't random mood swings, they're signals. They're preparing your heart, your mindset, and your spirit for what's coming next. If you're feeling more emotional than usual, it's because you're getting closer to your breakthrough, not further from it. When the blessing is near, your energy knows before your mind does. When a hidden blessing is close, life often brings moments that feel messy or overwhelming. Things you thought were stable suddenly shake. Plans fall apart without warning. People you relied on become distant. At first, it can feel like everything is going wrong, but it's actually a setup for something better. Breakdowns are not punishments. They are realignment moments. They push you out of what has become too small for your growth. For example, losing a job may lead you toward a better opportunity. A friendship ending may create space for someone more aligned with your future. Even small frustrations, delayed messages, cancelled plans, unexpected obstacles can be signs that you're being redirected toward something more fitting. What makes this a blessing signal is the timing. These disruptions happen right before a major shift, almost like life is clearing the stage so the right things can enter. You may feel uncomfortable, but deep down there's a strange sense that it's happening for you, not to you. The truth is, breakthroughs rarely show up in perfect order. They arrive after something else breaks open. If things around you feel unstable, it's a strong sign that your blessing is close, because the old structure is finally making room for the new. When your hidden blessing is getting close, synchronicities start showing up everywhere. These are the little coincidences that don't feel like coincidences at all. You might keep seeing the same number patterns, hearing the same message from different places, or meeting the right people at exactly the right moment. It's as if the universe is dropping gentle hints to let you know you're on the right track. For example, you may think of someone and they message you minutes later. You might be wondering about a decision, and suddenly a video, quote, or conversation answers the exact question you had in your mind. You may even notice familiar signs appearing repeatedly: feathers, butterflies, songs, names, or symbols that hold meaning for you. These synchronicities show up more frequently when something important is aligning. They guide your attention, keep you focused, and reassure you that you're not imagining the shift happening around you. They serve as confirmations that your energy is moving closer to the blessing meant for you. The key is noticing them. The more aware you become, the clearer the signs feel. And once these synchronicities increase, it usually means the breakthrough is already in motion, just waiting for the right moment to appear. Another powerful sign that your hidden blessing is near is the sudden appearance of repeating numbers, often called angel numbers. These numbers show up when your energy is aligning with something bigger, and they act like quiet messages guiding you forward. You may see 111, 222, 333, 444, or 555 on clocks, bills, receipts, or even when you're not looking for them. The timing feels almost too perfect to ignore. These numbers each carry a message. For example, 111 is a sign of new beginnings and alignment, 222 symbolizes balance and reassurance, and 444 often means you're protected and supported during a major shift. When you're close to receiving a blessing, these numbers appear more frequently because your spiritual awareness becomes sharper. You might even notice them during moments when you're doubting yourself or questioning your direction. That's intentional. Angel numbers often show up as reminders that you're not alone and that what's coming is purposeful. These signs don't show up for everyone, they appear for those who are spiritually tuned in. If these numbers keep crossing your path, it's a strong signal that something meaningful is approaching and that you're being guided every step of the way. When a major blessing is near, certain people start drifting away, sometimes slowly, sometimes all at once. It can feel confusing at first, especially if these were people you cared about or relied on, but this separation is not a loss, it's preparation. As your energy rises, not everyone can match the new frequency you're stepping into. Some people no longer feel aligned with your growth. Their presence may drain you, distract you, or hold you in an old version of yourself. So the universe begins to create distance through misunderstandings, faded connections, or simply a natural quietness between you. For example, someone you used to talk to every day might suddenly stop responding. A friendship that felt comfortable may begin to feel heavy or forced. Or you might notice that certain individuals show their true colors right when you're getting closer to something important. This isn't punishment, it's clarity. Blessings require space, and part of that space comes from releasing relationships that can't walk with you into your next chapter. If people are leaving your life, don't panic. It's a sign that the path ahead is being cleared. The right people will enter at the right time, and those meant for your future will meet you there, not behind you. Another strong sign that your hidden blessing is close is the quiet but persistent feeling that you're being pulled toward something new. It's not dramatic or loud. It's a gentle inner shift that keeps nudging you, even when you try to ignore it. You may feel drawn to new interests, new routines, new environments, or even new versions of yourself. This pull often shows up as a sense that your current situation doesn't fit in the same way it used to. Things you once enjoyed might feel draining, while unfamiliar ideas suddenly spark curiosity. You may even feel like you're supposed to be somewhere else, doing something different, even if you can't explain what or why. That inner tug isn't random, it's guidance. For example, you might suddenly feel the urge to change your daily habits, start a new project, or take a risk you've been avoiding. You may feel encouraged to leave a stagnant situation, or you may feel unusually inspired to begin something new without knowing exactly where it will lead. This spiritual pull is your intuition aligning with the blessing that's approaching. It's preparing you emotionally and mentally so that when the opportunity arrives, you won't hesitate. You'll recognize it immediately because your spirit has been guiding you toward it the entire time. When your hidden blessing is getting close, your intuition becomes noticeably stronger. It feels like an inner compass that suddenly works with more accuracy. You begin sensing things before they happen, reading situations more clearly, and picking up on energies you used to overlook. This shift isn't about guessing, it's a deeper awareness that feels natural and effortless. For example, you might feel a quiet yes or no inside your chest when making decisions. You may sense when someone's intentions aren't genuine, even if they act normal on the surface. Or you might get a sudden feeling that you should call someone, avoid something, or take a specific action, and later realize it was the right move. Heightened intuition appears when your spirit is preparing you for what's coming next. You're being guided to avoid distractions, stay focused, and stay aligned with the path opening for you. The blessing you're moving toward requires clarity, and intuition helps you see what the eyes can't. You may also feel more connected to signs, symbols, or gut feelings, as if life is speaking to you more directly. This is your guidance system turning up its volume, making sure you don't miss the opportunities aligning with your energy. Trust that inner voice, it's becoming louder for a reason. When a blessing is close, your dreams often become more vivid, symbolic, or emotionally charged. It's like your subconscious starts communicating with you more directly, showing you what your waking mind is too busy to notice. These dreams may not always make perfect sense, but they leave a strong feeling or impression that stays with you throughout the day. You might dream of people you haven't seen in years, places that feel familiar even if you've never been there, or situations that mirror something you're currently navigating. Sometimes dreams become more detailed, almost cinematic. Other times, they're simple but meaningful, like a clear message, a warning, or an encouragement. These dream messages show up because your spirit is processing shifts happening beneath the surface. For example, you may dream about letting go of something that's been weighing you down, or you may see symbols of new beginnings, such as doors, roads, sunlight, or bridges. Some people even dream about reconnecting with their purpose or stepping into a new chapter before it happens in real life. Pay attention to how these dreams make you feel. The emotions they bring often reveal the message more than the images themselves. When your blessing is near, your dreams act like quiet guides, helping you release old energy, recognize intuitive nudges, and prepare for what's coming next. A surprising sign that your hidden blessing is close is the sudden boost of confidence that seems to come out of nowhere. You might not have a big achievement to point to, yet you feel stronger, more centered, and more sure of yourself than you have in a long time. This inner shift isn't ego, it's alignment. When something good is approaching, your spirit feels it before your mind does. That's why you may notice small changes. You speak up more, you second-guess yourself less, and you stop wasting energy on things that drain you. Even challenges that once overwhelmed you now feel manageable because you can sense that you're moving in the right direction. For example, you may suddenly feel ready to take steps you avoided before, applying for something, starting something new, or setting boundaries you once struggled with. You might feel more comfortable being yourself, more honest about what you want, or more bold in your decisions. This confidence isn't random. It's preparation for the opportunities approaching your path. Rising confidence is a spiritual sign that your energy is upgrading to match the blessing meant for you. It's your inner self saying, "You're ready now." And that shift is often one of the final signals that something big is getting closer. As your hidden blessing gets closer, small but meaningful opportunities begin showing up in your life, sometimes quietly, sometimes in ways that completely surprise you. These aren't random lucky moments, they're signs that the path ahead is opening. You might get a message from someone you haven't spoken to in months, offering support or a connection you suddenly need. A chance conversation with a stranger might give you an idea or direction you'd been missing. Even small things, like finding the right resource at the perfect moment, can be signs that things are lining up. These opportunities often appear when you're not actively searching for them. For example, you may stumble upon a new job listing right when you're feeling stuck, or someone may unexpectedly invite you into something that aligns with your growth. You may even notice that tasks you thought would be difficult begin to unfold more smoothly than expected. What makes these opportunities significant is their timing. They tend to arrive after a period of confusion or stillness, almost like the universe saying, "Here's your next step." When opportunities begin to show up effortlessly, it means you're walking into alignment. It's a clear signal that your blessing is approaching and that life is getting you toward the doors meant specifically for you. Another clear sign that your hidden blessing is near is when your old habits suddenly stop feeling right. Things you used to do without thinking now feel heavy, boring, or strangely out of place. It's like your spirit outgrows certain patterns before your mind fully realizes it. For example, you might notice that routines you once enjoyed no longer bring you peace. Activities you used to use as distractions, scrolling, overthinking, avoiding tasks, don't give you the same comfort. Even certain conversations or environments may feel draining when they didn't before. This shift happens because the new chapter you're stepping into requires a different version of you. It's not that you're becoming difficult or unmotivated. It's simply that your energy is changing. Your system can feel when something is no longer aligned, and it becomes harder to stay in old cycles. You may feel the urge to break a habit, try something new, or shift your mindset in a healthier direction. This discomfort is actually a good sign. It means you're growing. It means you're preparing. When a blessing is close, the universe nudges you away from anything that could slow you down, including habits that don't match who you're becoming. The discomfort is your reminder that you're moving forward, not backward. A powerful sign that your blessing is close is when you start feeling oddly disconnected from your old life. Things that once felt familiar now feel distant. You may look at your past routines, old friends, or previous versions of yourself and feel like you're observing someone you no longer are. This isn't sadness or regret, it's transition. Your energy is shifting away from outdated timelines and aligning with a new phase of your life. You may catch yourself feeling uninterested in old goals, old dreams, or old environments. Conversations you once engaged in may no longer resonate. Even memories might feel like they belong to another lifetime. For example, you might scroll through old photos and feel nothing. You may return to a place you once loved and realize it no longer matches your spirit. Or you might struggle to fit into roles you used to play because they don't match who you're becoming. This feeling of disconnection is a sign of elevation. It's your spirit loosening its grip on past chapters so you can step into a higher one. When your blessing is close, you naturally detach from the older version of you because that version was never meant to carry the blessing you're about to receive. You're not losing yourself, you're growing out of your old self. When a hidden blessing is near, certain chapters in your life end suddenly, not to punish you, but to create room for what's coming. These endings often feel unexpected. A plan falls apart, a commitment you counted on changes, or something you thought was secure closes without warning. It can feel alarming at first, but these endings have a purpose. Often the things that fall away are the very things that would have blocked your next step. For instance, a job opportunity may collapse just before a better one appears. A relationship might fade so you can reconnect with your purpose. Even simple routines or responsibilities might shift, forcing you to step into a new space you've outgrown avoiding. These endings are not random. They're timed. They happen when you're being moved towards something bigger and the universe needs you free from what no longer supports your growth. Sometimes you don't even realize the weight of a situation until it's removed, and then everything starts feeling lighter. What makes these endings a blessing signal is the clarity they bring afterward. Once something exits your life, you begin seeing why it wasn't meant to stay, and soon after, new possibilities start appearing in the space that was created. Endings are often the first sign that beginnings are already on their way. When your hidden blessing is close, you may begin to feel a quiet but unmistakable sense of protection around you. It's not dramatic, It's subtle, steady, and reassuring. You start noticing that certain problems don't affect you the way they used to. Situations that could have caused chaos somehow resolve smoothly. People who bring negativity seem to distance themselves without effort on your part. This protective energy shows up in many ways. You might avoid a place for no reason and later realize something negative happened there. You may sense that someone doesn't have good intentions and you pull back just in time. Doors that would have led you into stress or confusion close before you walk through them. It's the universe keeping you safe while preparing you for the blessing ahead. You may also feel more spiritually grounded, less anxious, less reactive, and more trusting of the process. Even if things around you are uncertain, a part of you feels watched over. That's because major blessings require a stable emotional and energetic environment, and protection is part of that process. This sense of divine protection is a strong indicator that you are being guided, shielded, and positioned. It means the blessing is close enough that the universe is actively safeguarding your path so nothing interferes with what's meant for you. When your hidden blessing is near, you may feel an unexpected sense of urgency, not panic, but a strong inner push telling you it's time to move, decide, or change something. It's that quiet feeling that says, do it now, even if you don't fully understand the reason behind it. This urgency usually appears when the universe is aligning the right timing for you. Suddenly, procrastination feels uncomfortable, waiting feels wrong. You might wake up with the urge to organize your space, finish tasks you've been avoiding, update something in your life, or finally take a step you've been postponing for months. This isn't random motivation, it's preparation. For example, you might feel the need to clean out old belongings, refresh your routine, or reach out to someone you've been thinking about. Certain decisions that felt complicated before now feel simple or obvious. Even small actions, like updating your goals or clearing your schedule, may feel strangely important. This inner push happens because blessings require readiness. The universe nudges you so you don't miss the timing or opportunity approaching. That sense of urgency is your spirit saying, get into position, something is coming. If you've been feeling this inner pressure lately, it's not anxiety, it's alignment. It's a sign that your breakthrough is getting closer than ever. As your hidden blessing draws near, you may begin to feel a gentle sense that you're being guided or watched over. This isn't imagination, it's a shift in spiritual awareness. You might notice a comforting presence during difficult moments or a sense that you're not facing things alone. This feeling often appears during times of uncertainty. For example, you may suddenly feel calm in a situation that would normally overwhelm you, or you might sense that someone or something is helping you make the right decisions. Even moments of loneliness can feel strangely supported, as if there's an invisible hand lifting you when you need it most. Guidance also shows up through subtle nudges, a thought that arrives at the perfect moment, a sign appearing right when you're questioning something, or a situation unfolding in a way that feels too aligned to be random. These experiences remind you that there's a higher intelligence working behind the scenes. This sense of support becomes stronger when a blessing is approaching because the universe ensures you're protected, reassured, and emotionally steady. You're being prepared, not pressured. And the guidance you feel is confirmation that you're walking the right path and that what's meant for you is being carefully moved into place. You're not alone, you're being led. When a major blessing is getting close, life often starts sending you small wins one after another. They may not look huge on their own, but together they form a pattern, a steady reminder that your energy is shifting in the right direction. These mini breakthroughs are the universe warming you up for the bigger blessing that's approaching. It could be something simple, like finally getting a response you've been waiting for, or maybe a task you expected to be difficult becomes surprisingly easy. You might receive unexpected compliments, support, or opportunities that give you a boost of hope right when you need it. Even tiny signs of progress, finishing work faster, reconnecting with motivation, or feeling more productive, are all indicators that things are aligning. These small wins often happen after a period of struggle or stagnation, making them feel even more meaningful. They help rebuild your confidence and remind you that momentum is on your side. They're not accidents, they are signals. Think of these little victories as breadcrumbs leading you toward your bigger breakthrough. Each one is a confirmation that the path is opening, the energy is shifting, and you are stepping into a stronger, more aligned version of yourself. When wins start stacking up, even in subtle ways, it's a clear sign. You're entering the flow that leads straight to your hidden blessing. One of the most surprising signs that your blessing is close is the strange calm you feel even when life around you is noisy or stressful. It's not that your problems disappear, it's that they no longer shake you the way they once did. There's a quiet strength rising inside you, almost as if your spirit already knows you've reached a turning point. You might notice that situations which used to trigger anxiety or overthinking now feel manageable. People's negativity doesn't affect you as deeply. Even challenges feel lighter, like you're observing them rather than being consumed by them. This inner calm isn't avoidance, it's growth. For example, someone may try to pull you into drama, and you simply don't have the energy to engage. A problem may show up, and instead of panicking, your mind goes straight to solutions. Or you may realize that certain things no longer deserve your emotional reaction. This peaceful feeling appears because your energy is rising to match the blessing coming your way. The universe stabilizes your spirit so you can enter your next chapter with clarity rather than chaos. This unusual calm is a sign of maturity, alignment, and readiness. It shows that you're no longer controlled by what's happening around you, you're anchored by what's happening within you, and that inner stability is often the final preparation before a breakthrough arrives. The final sign that your hidden blessing is near is the quiet but unmistakable feeling that something major is about to shift in your life. You can't explain it logically, and nothing in your outer situation may point to it, yet your spirit feels it with certainty. It's that inner whisper saying, "Get ready, something is on the way." This feeling shows up in subtle ways. You may wake up with a strange anticipation, as if you're waiting for news you haven't received yet. Your mind becomes more focused on your future than your past. You feel more hopeful, even if things around you are still uncertain. It's like standing outside before a storm, sensing the change in the air before the first drop of rain. You might also notice that you're preparing yourself without even realizing it, cleaning your space, organizing your life, setting boundaries, or planning ahead with more confidence. Part of you knows that your next chapter requires a different level of you, and you're naturally stepping into that version. This inner knowing is powerful because it rarely shows up unless a breakthrough is truly near. It's not wishful thinking, it's your intuition picking up on energetic shifts long before they appear physically. When you feel this deep sense of expectation, take it seriously. It means your blessing is closer than you think, and your spirit can already feel what your eyes haven't seen yet. If these signs are showing up in your life, then take this as your confirmation something powerful is shifting for you. You're not imagining it, you're not overthinking it. You are moving into a chapter that your past self prayed for, and the universe is guiding every step of the way. Your hidden blessing is not far, it's closer than you realize. Remember, change can feel uncomfortable. But breakthrough always comes after the moments that stretch you. Trust what you're feeling, trust the timing, and trust that you are being prepared, not punished. You are growing into someone stronger, clearer, and more aligned than ever before. Thank you for watching Wisdom Quest. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what signs you've been experiencing. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a message meant for you. Before you go, speak this affirmation out loud and comment it below. I am prepared for the blessing that's coming my way. Comment it, claim it, and let your energy align with the breakthrough that's already on its way to you.